friendly day out there. It looks like it's pretty hot, but plenty of fans out there.
Yeah, there definitely are a lot of fans out there, so it's good. It's good to sort of give back to the fans, and they can interact with the players on the day today. And there's quite a few thousand people out there, so hopefully they have a good day.
I suppose the last year everyone's been through a fair bit together. It'd be nice to sort of let off some tension and really catch up with each other.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the fans want. They want to sort of interact with the players at any time of the year or any time with the footy club, and especially with us over the last 12 months. They want to give out their support to us, and it's been great out there for the fans, just giving their support to the players and the club as a whole. So the show of support for the fans has been great.
Last night, David, individually, what were you able to get out of it?
Well, as a team, we just wanted to go and prepare and improve for round one. That's what these NAB Cup games have been for us as a team. So that's what we wanted to do, and we didn't get that last night. We knew GWS were great in the contest, and that's where they beat up us around the ball. So to get that out of the game, we didn't achieve that goal last night. So it wasn't a great outing for us.
How difficult has it been this pre-season? Has it sort of obviously hampered the team, but how hard is it out there, I suppose, blokes you don't know?
Up until pretty much about a month ago, it's been a normal pre-season. It's been everything has gone normal. Blokes have been training really hard, and it's only been us as a playing group, the Essendon Football Club playing group. So up until about a month ago, it wasn't any different, and it was a great pre-season. Everyone was training really well, and injury-wise, we were going pretty well. And then obviously, the last month has been just a bit different around the club with different players coming in and just different aspects or circumstances going on external to the footy club. So it has been probably a bit more difficult over the last month, but the players are very resilient. They've just been training and preparing the best they can for round one, whether you're playing in NAB Cup or whether you're training here at the footy club. So everyone's preparing the best they can.
Your first hit out, how different is that to playing an intra-club here?
It's probably just here you sort of protect your players a bit. We manage our loads more when you're playing here, and you obviously, when you want to compete hard, but you're not going to hurt your teammate and try and injure them. Whereas, game in a NAB Cup game, it's a lot different. It's two teams competing against each other and trying to win. So that's the main difference out there, where it's just uncontrolled. But you want to play games, so that's why we play NAB Cup footy and practice matches, because you want to get the best hit out you can before round one.
So the next question is, how do you get all those teammates up to speed when they can't experience that real thing?
We've had a massive focus on trying to play or demanding that players train the way they're going to play, and trying to build that intensity around the ball in a contest at training. The guys had a great hit out yesterday from all reports down here, where they did pretty much the same amount of volume and try to replicate the intensity. So it's led by Job and the leadership group, control the guys back here, just trying to get that intensity and demanding high standards of teammates, that they've got limited opportunities to prepare themselves for round one. So they have to really train hard when they've actually got the opportunity out here, because they're not getting the game simulation as what the guys would play in NAB Cup.
But in order to duplicate the real thing, does that mean you've almost got to take a risk of injury?
Not to that point, no. We still very much manage loads, and we have GPS data for every single training session, and they're still very much managing that. But it's just about making sure that your training, the way you think at training is every drill's played out like a game, rather than just a training drill. So that's what they're massively been a focus on. More reports yesterday was a great hit out for the guys.
The AFL's finally put a date down to get a resolution. Is that, I suppose, the boys sort of feeling like there is the end in sight now?
Yeah, definitely. That's what you want. You wanted an end point. So it's 17 days, I think, from now, and it's a good thing that the guys know that there's a date now to be ended. It's the weight's been the main thing on guys' mind, just the never-ending weight of when it was going to happen. So now they've got 2 weeks to prepare for what's going to come, and as I said before, they're a very resilient bunch. They're training hard at the footy club at the moment, just trying to prepare the best for hopefully they get cleared, and then they're still playing round one. So it's a couple of days before round one, the decision. So they're just preparing best at the moment for round one.
Is it awkward time, or I suppose they're just thinking that they're going to play round one, and if they don't, then it's something different?
Yeah, exactly. You prepare for the worst, but you hope for the best. So they're preparing to train for or play in round one. So at this stage, the decision's 3 days before round one. So if everything goes according to plan, what they hope for, then they'll be playing round one as normal, and because they'll be training as hard as they can for that round one. So it'll just be waiting for that.
And you've been in a strange situation, I suppose. You haven't really been involved in it. Has it taken its toll on you, even though you're sort of a bystander in a way?
Yeah, I mean, myself and everyone as a playing group over the last 2 or 3 years that have been involved in it, indirectly or directly. Everyone's involved in it because it's going to affect us all, whether they play or not. If they don't play, then it still affects us as a playing group because we're not playing with our 17 best players. So it does, it affects the whole playing group, and we've just been trying to put our best foot forward, as I said, to train and prepare for round one, whether they're in or whether they're not.
David, your first hit out, I mean, do you have to ease into it? Does it take a while to get back into the swing of getting the touch in?
It does. I mean, it doesn't help when I've had an injury the last 2 weeks. So just the first hit out is that. Then you sort of, you get your touch back and that kind of thing. But as a NAB Cup in general, the whole team, it sort of takes 1 or 2 games. Just what you train, you try and put what you train into effect in a game. And it's just your first maybe 1 or 2 games collectively as a group. Plus, we're playing with new players that we haven't played with before. So the guys are sort of trying to work out other players' strengths and weaknesses, and that does take 1 or 2 games. As you saw last night, we don't quite move the ball as good as what we want to, but that's just about developing that relationship with other players that come in and as top-up players.